Hi, this is Amy with Momma-Builds. Come build with me. So I'm in my Momma-Builds tutorial world today, and I've decided that I really liked the idea of one block kind of forming into another. And I got that idea from yesterday's build where I did the netherrack and then I did the nylon in between the netherrack and then the warped wart. So I really liked that feeling, that transition. So today I decided that I was going to do the same kind of thing, but I did, oh my gosh, I'm going to totally forget what this is called. Okay, deep slate, that's the word I'm looking for. Holy cow, I'm getting old. So I've got the deep slate, then I have the deep slate iron, or iron deep slate, and then I have the iron block. And then the iron block has, as most blocks in Minecraft do, pixels that are a multicolor grouping of several different colors. And what I love about the iron is that it has this taupe color, this kind of creamy color, and like a color in between the two, and then darker browns. But basically, those two colors fit perfectly with the light gray concrete and the white concrete. No, it's not concrete, it's terracotta. I'm full of crap. This is light gray terracotta and white terracotta. So anyhow, I really like the feel that it has this kind of stone dark bottom, and then it amalgams up to the iron and then to the terracotta. And overall, I really, really like how it looks. I decided to use jungle wood for the roof and for the doors and any other wood elements that I wanted to use. See, I've got a nice little iron block chimney right there, and I really, really love how it turned out. So this house even has a garage, which I don't always do. So let's go ahead and take a little look. You can see in the entranceway that I decided to make a little pattern out of several of the different building blocks that I'm using, just to kind of help tie everything together. It's a really nice little front porch. I like it a lot. We're going to go in and we're going to tour it, but we're also going to finish it. I didn't do the bedrooms yet, so let's tour it and we'll finish it together. You come in and it's a Momma-Builds house, so you know it gots to have an entryway. So here we go. We're going to go in. This is the formal living room. This formal living room has lots of space. This big, beautiful patterned rug, some nice artwork, but the focal point of the room is obviously the beautiful iron fireplace with mantle. I really love it a lot. So I really like this room. It is actually, this whole house is somewhat, if not mostly, patterned after a house I used to live in. I didn't realize, like, purposely do that, but it just kind of happened as I was building it. I'm like, wait a second. This, I could turn this into almost exactly that house. So over here is the family room. The family room's not huge, but it's perfectly like usable. You got a nice sectional here, the TV, and then doors out to the back, which there is nothing yet, but there will be. I'm going to be doing a patio out here and some outdoor living space, kind of like I always do. Momma-Builds usually does a good entry and a good outdoor space. So we've got the family room, then we have this little dining room, super cute, just the perfect size table. We have stools up here, or anvils, but stools up to the peninsula that comes on out from the kitchen. I did do a little slightly different sink. The reason for that is because I really, really like, and I do have a handful of kitchens with sinks that don't have faucets because I've used panes. And it's not that I used panes today. I did use the glass block, but my house is 2 blocks thick, which I forgot to tell you. But the outside, I really love the outside and the amalgam from deep slate to the iron to the terracotta. However, it was a little busy for an entire interior. So I did decide that I was going to do most of the inside with just the white and a little bit of that light gray terracotta to help bring in those colors and the feel of the outside, but not all of it. It was just too much. I couldn't handle it. So this kitchen has a double oven, double sink, a nice big built-in fridge, and then it has access right here to the garage. So the garage is a nice big space. It has all of the outer stonework on the inside. And I noticed that the deep slate is super hard to like get laid right for me. So I'm probably not using deep slate ever again. Just so you know, which is gonna suck because there's a lot of deep slate versions of ore, and so that would make a lot of really cool houses. But I don't know, it kind of drives me crazy to build with it. So the other place where you do see that outside deep slate terracotta is right here in the entryway. So that is the living space, formal living room, and then the great room that has the kitchen, dining room, and family room. So let's go ahead and we are going to go down the hallway. We have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms and a den back here. So this is a pretty large bedroom. This was in the house that I kind of created. This house ended up kind of being like, would have been my room when I lived there. I was not a kid, but an older kid into young adult age. This was my room. This was my brother's room, so it's the other kid room. And it was actually quite a bit smaller than mine. This one is perfectly fine for size. And then this was the guest bathroom or the kids' bathroom to use. Shower, toilet, vanity. Nothing big, but the essentials. It's got it all. Then over here, there was not actually a den here. There was a closet that you couldn't access from the hallway for the master bedroom. But I decided to make it a den since none of the rooms, I didn't do closets for any of the rooms. I wasn't going to do a closet for the master. So I turned it into a den because that would have been really nice in that house. So there you go. The other thing I'll tell you is that in the house where I lived, there was a little more space between the front door. The entryway was definitely smaller, and I probably could have made it if I wanted to. But there was like a laundry room right here, and yeah, this house doesn't have that, but that's okay. You don't do laundry in Minecraft, so I don't worry that much about making laundry rooms. Sometimes I do a mud room though. So this is the final bedroom. It is the master bedroom. It's probably about the same size as the bedroom out in front. And then it has its own ensuite. I love green, so I chose green bathrooms. It's got little hand towels next to the sinks. It's got towels for the shower, a mat to wipe your feet. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It is perfectly usable and wonderful. So that is this house. I think that it turned out really, really good. I really actually love it. It has some things I've never done. It feels really homey. It's nice and not too big, which tends to be my style. I tend to build really, really big. But I tried to keep this one as realistic and as homey feeling as possible. One other thing I was going to tell you is obviously I used the pale oak for the floor and I did a wraparound roof and it was just so freaking dark. And so I decided that I loved the pale oak on the floor so much and I wanted to be a different type of ceiling, but I didn't want it to just be the white. So I was like, well, why can't I do pale oak on the top? So that's what I did and I really, really like it. Um, and truth be told, there's tons of space up there. If I wanted, it would be super easy to like, I don't know, I could carve out a staircase right here and do like a huge a huge master bedroom up there, a whole nother living space and bathroom. Like really you could do anything because there was enough room up there for like almost a whole entire second house. It was a little ridiculous. All right, let's go into here and we are going to finish the bedrooms. So I did blue for the living areas. I did green for the bathrooms. I'm going to change it up and I'm going to do a little purple because I feel like it. And then I'm going to choose a purple flower just to bring the purple in. Then we're going to go down and I'm going to do purple bed. I'm going to need bookshelves. I'm going to need Not gonna need a furnace. I'm gonna need a chest. And I'm gonna need barrels because, oh, why didn't you go in? Go in, please. Thank you. And I'm gonna need barrels because that's what I like to use for quick, easy dressers. And I do think that I'm gonna get a little bit of purple candle for decorating. And then I'll come back and get paintings at the very end. So I'm going to go ahead and put all the purple things out. Sorry, I don't know why it does this. It glitches on me. I should probably turn the rain. That's one of the reasons why I turn the rain off usually, is because the Minecraft is glitching really bad for me when I'm recording and it's raining. I don't know what the correlation with that is, but that seems to be a correlation for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm trying to think, where do I want to do a dresser? Let's do like a long dresser right there. Didn't mean to do that. And then let's do tall dressers on this side, because that could be fun. One block on the end, one block on the end, because we're going to make everything symmetrical, because I'm sick. And then we're going to put in some of our allium. Now, it just so turned out that when I was building this room that I liked the look of the sunken in window, and I didn't do that second terracotta block around the window. I just like the look of it. That's totally like a personal choice. I didn't do it on any other room. I don't know why I chose to do it there, but I did. I liked it, so I left it. It seemed interesting to me, so just something to think about. All right. I think. I mean, I can do a couple up there. I wish there was more things you could place, I'll be honest. As much as I love Minecraft, I love the additions that they've done, like the pale oak. Oh my gosh, I love the pale oak. There's so much to love about Minecraft, but I really, 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 really wish there was more things to place for decoration, because that's like why I do Minecraft. I love to build. I love to decorate. And so I'd love to have more things to work with. Alright, we're gonna do this. Would have been my mom's room, and her favorite color is purple. So when I put purple in the other room, I felt like I really needed to make sure and do purple in this room to do this room justice. Alright, we got some of that. This room, I think the reason why it seems smaller partially is because of the windows. Like, that wall isn't as usable. Plus, I have this, right? Like, I don't know why I did that. I guess because originally um, I was gonna maybe do a closet, and I decided not to do a closet. So I'm gonna do this. This is where I want this to be. So you're not gonna let me do that, are you? No. Okay, so I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna change that, so don't you worry. And fill in and fix that den. But for right now, so I don't have to take a bunch of stuff out of my queue, I'm not gonna do it. So let's do a purple flower, our purple candle, because that's so much fun. And then I'm gonna do should do a long dresser or a long dresser here. This was technically where she did have like a long dresser, so maybe we'll do one right there. And then what I would like to do is, I wish there was 3, so I could do just like one single dresser, but I didn't do that. So we're just gonna do one like this, and it's gonna be fine. Okay. So we've got 3 dressers. That might be a little gratuitous. And then we've got some chests, because it's Minecraft, and I never feel like I have enough storage if I don't have chests. Alright, so here we go. That is pretty much done. Come in here. See, now the thing about it is that I could make this look like it was supposed to be there. Like, is that where it is? No, it's not, dang it. Okay, never mind. We're just gonna build in a wall. I was gonna try to be cheap, but it's not gonna work out. So, okay, it froze on me again. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please complain to Minecraft. Alright, here we go. What am I not gonna need? I'm not gonna need the purple because we're gonna change colors. Okay. So, here we go. Here is our cutesy little squashed up office. Oh, okay. So now I gotta decide what color am I gonna do. I haven't done red in this house, and the bookshelves have a lot of blue and a lot of red and a little bit of yellow. So I'm gonna do red for sure. So here we go. We'll put in the red, get our red candle in place of that one. We're gonna go back up to the plants. I'm gonna do a red tulip. I love the red tulips. And then we're gonna do a red carpet because we are matchy-matchy over here. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I always do, I don't know how you guys do your beds. Occasionally when I'm doing kid rooms, I will just do one bed, sometimes two beds like it's a double. But I love, like, I'm like, doesn't that look like a nice big comfy bed? I don't know, though the single beds are a little too single, if you know what I mean. Alright, I'm gonna put in our pretty red tulips, go in there, and then I'm gonna do that 2 and 2, so that's symmetrical, which makes me happy. Creepy cave noise. Alright, cue the creepy cave. Okay, so what we could do is we could do one over here just because it's symmetrical and fun, and then it's like, look at all this storage, and be like, come, I'll be a real estate agent and sell you this house. Look at all this storage. Although I guess technically dressers aren't gonna stay, huh? And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do one over here, and we're not gonna do one over there. That's how that's gonna be. All right. Do I have chests? I do have chests in here. Hallelujah. Now what we need is paintings to finish off this interior, and then we will go outside and we will finish the exterior. So I'm going to put in a cake because I don't think I have a cake in my kitchen, and that's something you can place, so I try to place it every time. I want paintings. I get busy talking and I forget what I'm doing, and then I just roam around the menu like a crazy person. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go for the angel one. It doesn't really have purple, but it's like the closest to purple with this mauve. You know, there's like a couple almost purple ones like right there. So that's the one I usually choose when I do purple stuff. Now I'm going to do, ooh, that really lit it up in here. I'm going to do one right here. Ooh, these are going to be family members, crazy villager family members. I'm going to do, yep, there we go. I'm liking that. That goes good with the taupey and the purple. And this is going to be huge. It's going to be symmetrical. No, it's not. Why would it be? Okay, so that means that we're going to put one right in the middle. 1, 2. So it's back to just random. This has a little, I mean, I guess that's pink, not really purple. That was like a no purple. Neither does that though. But that's okay. We're going to let it lie. Okay, that room is done. I feel like this hallway is a little boring and blank. And there's a part of me that wants to get rid of this and put one over here, but I'm not going to. So I am going to, however, put a painting so that it seems a little more homey, if you will. Sorry, it's glitched. It's so annoying. You know, I've had enough of it, I guess. Alright, ugly yellow. Black and gray is fine. White. Okay, and then I kind of feel like maybe it does need torches. It's kind of dark in here. I don't have any hanging lights, and I don't know if I'm going to. I guess that is one more thing I could consider before I close out this house and say that it is officially done. I'm going to go with the, nope, I want the horsey guy. Come on, horsey guy, because he's got some red. Like that. And then we will do, that's perfectly fine. there. That works. It's red. Alright, so that room is done. Ooh, it's raining, which means glitch time. Okay. Do we need something right there? No, that's huge. Okay, so there's not as many places to do paintings in this one because of the way I did all the windows. But I really felt like the windows were important. So, I don't really know why I did that. Let's do, he's nice. That works. Maybe I don't need you if I have those two right there. And then we'll do, just like we did the other rooms, this guy's gonna get something. Let's do Angel. Okay, that works. So not a lot of paintings. I could do like maybe that, perfect, the sunset one right there. That works. Okay, I am ready to call that done. I think that looks pretty good. Not a lot of places for paintings in the bathroom, so I'm just not going to worry about it. I did want to come in here and pretend like this guy, like he's got a little light right there, and not right there, but over there. No, I'm not going to leave them all. I'm just doing it so I could do a screen. We'll pretend that that's like a computer screen. That seems gratuitous. Okay, alrighty then. I feel like there could be some paintings, but only if they're gonna, yeah, only if they're gonna be symmetrical. I get a little tired of the non-symmetrical stuff. How do we feel about that? Does that, the hallway's big enough. That feels good. I like that. And then I don't feel like I need anything over there because it's all right there. Okay. So you guys, I'm really kind of loving how this is looking. So let's do a couple of hanging lights. If you've never seen me hang lights, it's not that I have any great way of doing it or anything, but I'll show you how I do it in case you don't know how. And I think it's pretty easy the way I do it. So what I normally do is I decide where I want to have them. I know I'm going to want two over this table. So I find where I want it over it, and I go above it, and I go 1, 2, and I count, and I follow it to the nearest wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I just look up that wall, keeping that same like block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Here we go. And you just want to make sure you stay on that same block. Perfect. And it just makes for easy placing. And you know it's right where you want it to be. Come on. Don't be difficult. But you're gonna be, aren't you? There we go. Okay, so then I want a line of lights here. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go in 5, 6. Go all the way up on that line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can place it, and I know that I want 5 over just like so. Yep, it's exactly where I want it to be. I always just double check just in case. Then we are going to, I don't know if I want more than 2. I'm going to take a look and see how close that is. So I still want to be able to see, like this one's a chandelier. It goes kind of down. I could do that one a little less low. That does seem a little low. I want these further up. Sometimes I do go that low, but I don't know why. I just don't like it as much. So we're going to put him right there, which means I'm going to bring these guys down one more. And I think I'm going to put one of these lights over the garage door, the door to the garage, and then one at the front door. So that just kind of makes it feel like, you know, like the real kitchen lighting over a peninsula or an island like that. These guys, I don't really like how they look anyways, so I'm going to come down. 3 should be good. That helps lighten up that corner a little and look a little less busy. And then I'm going to get rid of these inner guys, and I'm going to make sure I'm starting with the right one. like that. That looks pretty good. In fact, I might bring some glass in there and make that a window over the door because that just feels right to me. So we'll just do that. Is not what I wanted to do. Okay, so now I'm going to have to get an iron block, which is not what I wanted to do, but oh well. Okay, so I'm going to hang those, and I like that. So let me get the iron block and fix this little mistake that I made. Iron, where are you? Alright, come on. This almost always happens to me. When I am looking for a specific block that I don't use all that often, I end up going on a wild goose chase and it takes me forever to find it. Okay, so I know it's not up here, but I feel compelled to look up there anyways, just in case. Alright, you guys, you're witnessing Momma-Builds' most embarrassing moment. She can't find the iron block. Ah, there it is! Hallelujah. Alright, here we go. Voila. Voila, I guess that's what it is. Voila. Alright, so we're going to come over here, and I would like to do some outdoor space. So what I would like to do my outdoor space with is the jungle wood. I'm going to need jungle stairs. I'm going to need, let's do a spruce table, and I'll do spruce chairs to go with it. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to place my cake, but I'll go back, don't you worry. So I'm going to go all the way over here to my chimney and all the way to the end. And I'm just going to make that, just seems like a nice natural stopping point. I do 2 more rows and that should be plenty for a decent sized table. And I think I'm just going to wrap the stairs all the way around. When we had a house, it was the first house I ever bought with my husband. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to make our patio bigger and just do like a stair all the way around it so you could just get up and off of it anywhere you wanted to. So I'm going to do, that's where the, what do you call it? Barbecue. That's where the furnace is going to go that's going to act like a barbecue. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to put my cake over here because cake is delicious. There we go. Alright, so we got some cake. I'm feeling good about that. I'm feeling like every house needs a cake. That doesn't look good with the flowers. Alright, so we're going to go back out. And we're going to clear out this horrific rain. And we are going to finish up our outdoor space. Holy Moses. And on top of it, it's a thunderstorm. So let's go to my spruce. And I'm going to give myself a nice little table. I don't know if it's symmetrical, but I'm not gonna count. I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna do, and it's okay if it's not. Yeah, it is. I was gonna say it really actually looks symmetrical. That's because it is symmetrical. So there you go. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do cake out here because it's cute. Yay for cake! Alright, then I'm going to get the slab of jungle wood right here, and I'm going to choose a shrub. gonna do, instead of doing the decorated pots and making them look like little trees, I think I'm gonna do a different kind of thing on the outside. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my jungle wood. Where is that jungle wood? Yes, my jungle wood trapdoor and a grass. Did I go past it already? Here, let me grab this first while I'm here. Let's do let's do that guy. And then I need grass. And I'm way past it. I'm so insane. Okay, here we go. Alright, so now I'm going to take my oak leaves and I'm just going to go around the perimeter of the entire house. I normally will do, I mean not always, but normally I guess, I will do something in the garage, like some storage and stuff like that, but I'm not going to worry about it today. Overall, I would love for you guys to like and subscribe. That, of course, is wonderful because that helps support my channel. It doesn't cost anything. It also helps the algorithm know who to spit my videos to, so that's always helpful. I'm going to wrap the jungle slab now around my hedge around my house, my oak leaves. And so please like and subscribe. It really does help the algorithm figure out who it is that might be interested in my videos. It also supports my channel, which I do also appreciate. Also, feel free to comment. I wanted this channel to be like a channel to help people who are new to Minecraft, or maybe other moms and dads that like to play Minecraft with their kids. And do I like that? I don't know if I like that. I might go like this. I think I like that better. And maybe they don't really know how to play, or they would like to get better, and so a video like this might give them some good ideas of things that they could do. I know my kids sometimes were not very nice to me all the time about building in Minecraft. In fact, sometimes they were really mean to me. Usually because I'll tell you, usually it's because they're jealous. So here's the deal. I'm going to tell you a little secret, and they do watch my videos, so they're not going to like this. So, so shh. Okay, so here's the deal. Both my boys and my daughter all play Minecraft. My oldest boy is 15. He's about to turn 16. Then I have a 13-year-old who's about to turn 14. And then my daughter is 9, and her birthday's not close by. And anyways, they all build in Minecraft. I build with all of them for fun. I've been doing it for years. And I have lots of worlds. And when I first started, and I wasn't very good, and I built kind of like they did, they were little, right? So they weren't the greatest builders either. And it didn't take very long before I surpassed their building skills, and they knew it. And my oldest son, especially, would get upset with me because I would build really good, and he would get mad at me for building good. And I would be like, and get like jealous of it. And I was just like, why can't, you're a good builder too. It's okay. It's okay that we're both good at building. We build in different styles, and that's perfectly fine. But he used to get mad at me and like not want to play because my house would be like this, like realistic and beautiful, and he'd just get ticked off. And so he's not like that anymore. He's not like that. He got over it. But even now, they kind of like they'll rate my stuff lower than I really think that they think, because I don't know, maybe they just don't want me to get a big head. I don't know. I don't think I'm that great of a builder, so I think that's stupid to worry about that. But yeah, I don't know. It's funny. Okay, so I kind of feel like I would like to do this. I have the planters up at the front. So this originally was how I used to do planters, occasionally inside, but on the outside from like patios and stuff. And I would do the dirt block, and then I would build the trapdoors around it to make it look like a planter box. And that's perfectly good. And I almost never do it anymore though, because I always want to do this all the time because it's easy and I just like how it looks. It's the decorated pot with a fence post and then a leaf block of your choice. But I like this because then you can do like actual plants with the flowers and stuff. So I think that looks really, really pretty. I'm excited about that. I will tell you the hardest thing of building this house wasn't picking the blocks. That was fun. Picking the blocks that were going to amalgam up and look kind of cool. It was this piece right here of the roof. And I don't even know if I did it the best way or not. But I will tell you, if you build a house like this and you have this little like rounded portion that comes out, the one thing that I do is I use the jungle. Here's one right here. Here's a jungle stair, but right underneath it is a jungle block, jungle plank block. And I would say use the blocks, put it on top, and then use the stairs because otherwise you're gonna have pieces of the terracotta sticking out. And I don't love it. I don't love it at all. But it's good enough. So there you go. True confessions. All right, guys. I'm going to get rid of this so I can end my video here. Please like and subscribe. Like I said, it's free. It helps the algorithm. It helps YouTube figure out who might be interested in my videos. My videos, the reasons why I choose to do this is because I want to help people, whether they be kids or moms and dads or teenagers or whomever that's maybe starting out or is looking for new ideas, that might be interested in some of the ideas, some of the building techniques that I use. That's it. Really just to share with you ideas, and feel free to comment your ideas to me. Let me know what types of houses you would like to see more of that you're interested in. Just go ahead and let me know. I do read the comments whenever I get one. So please like, subscribe, feel free to leave a comment. And as always, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day and keep building.